Man, spring 2015 of anime is really starting to kick off. Like, my god, there's just so much anime coming out at once. Like, this entire past week has been dead, and now, just anime after anime after anime after anime, just one after another. I'm like, oh my god. But, hey, I have to say, so far from this anime season, the quality is very nice. Like, I'm liking each individual episode I've seen thus far from these different anime that have came out today. So let's get back on topic and let's talk about Recon. I think that's how you pronounce the name. Now this is the first episode and this is going to be my first impressions of this series. I want to give you my thoughts. Is it worth watching? Is it, you know, a 3-episode rule? Stuff like that. So Recon, it's a series that is slice of life in some elements. It has supernatural, and so far the main cast seems to be female. That's what I see so far. Now, you're probably wondering, like, okay, what type of plot does it have? So the main plot, from what I can see, is that our main female character can see spirits. She can see spirits, ghosts, specters, stuff like that, and she is the only one that can see spirits and ghosts. And she has grown up with this type of ability, and everybody else can't see ghosts. They're looking at her as if she's kind of crazy, but they kind of throw out that aspect when it came to this episode, and it was mainly how one character was looking at her as if she was crazy, and everybody else just accepted our main female character. Was like, oh, it's okay, she's seeing spirits. So they kind of threw out the aspect of drama, like what could have caused a lot of drama. They kind of just pitched out of the series like, fuck that, let's not do drama of how everybody picks on her because she can see ghosts. They kind of went more of a route that was kind of happy-go-lucky, and that's what direction episode 1 took. And we get introduced to two characters that are our main characters, I could say, from the story. You have two main female characters, one that can see the spirits and one that doesn't see spirits, but you can assume she will eventually start seeing spirits because of what happened at the end of the episode. She started seeing the children, and then she heard their voice at the end of the episode, and then she couldn't see them any longer. So I'm assuming that the blonde-haired female character is going to be able to see spirits and communicate with them later on down the road, but at the moment she's still unlocking her sixth sense. So, is it worth a watch? That's the question you're probably wondering right now. So far, it's okay. Like, it's nothing, like, out there where I say you should just drop everything you're doing and watch Recon. Like, it's not a series I could say that it's like that. It's not, but it's not bad. It's not bad. And depending on your type of comedy and what you look for when it comes to an anime, if you like supernatural, ghost, and, you know, some form of slice of life type theme where, you know, a girl can see specters and comedy behind it and stuff like that, you might like, you know, this anime, but it just depends on your personal taste. Now, animation quality, that's something I do want to mention. It's one of the main things that stood out to me when I was watching this episode, and I can't really look past it because I was like, holy shit, when I was seeing some of the animation. The backgrounds of this series is just absolute shit. Like, it is absolute shit. The backgrounds, almost 99% of the time when it came to this episode of Recon, the backgrounds looked like they were just screenshots of real-life images. It's like me taking a picture, okay? Let's say me right now, I take a picture of my background, and I go outside, and I plaster that in my background, as my background. That's kind of what Recon did. It seemed like the animators took real-life pictures and plastered it as backgrounds. And the characters looked very out of place in some of these backgrounds. Like, the backgrounds did not fit with the characters at all. That is my only complaint I have with this series. The backgrounds and art style, well, not art style, the backgrounds and animation when it came to some of these scenes, especially with how the characters were off in the distance. Like, you see a majority at the beginning of the episode, you see how our characters are like in the middle of the screen, and you see these backgrounds, and they're just screenshots of real life objects or CGI, and it kind of just doesn't look right. It really does not look right. It's very unsettling when you see these type of images through majority of the episode. And so if you're easily affected by backgrounds or, you know, CGI type backgrounds or backgrounds that are really out of place with characters, this series might bug you to where you don't want to continue on or watch it. But overall, it was okay. I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it another episode to see how I like it. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.